welcome to the Standpoint. Well, do you know the name of this cloth by GTP? New Style. It is called Usumbodia Nuisum Kudu. Literally translating, when you plant plantain, make sure you plant some bananas as well. Simply put, just make sure you always have a plan B. Just make sure you always have a plan B. Just in case life happens, there are certain things that happen that can really shake you. But then, if you have the bananas, even if you can't get the plantain, you can fall back on the bananas. Welcome to the Standpoint. Today I'm celebrating two amazing young ladies. I call them industrialists. It's amazing where they started with their small businesses and where they've got into. Both of them, interestingly, I saw it when they started. I really saw it when they started, and I'm so proud of them. But there's so many young people out there who I know can learn from them and also take the bold initiative to start something on their own. So that's what we are going to talk about today. And you don't have to be, you may be older. You may have lost your job, or you may be, struggling in your job, income not enough, and you need a plan B. You don't have to miss this program. Well, again, I say thank you to GTP for my cloth, New Style, Usumbodi and Usumkwedu. This is it. My dress was made for me by Ophelia Crossland Designs. Thank you so much to them. Makeup beautifully put together. Face beat, as they call it, by Nax Beauty Studio. And my hair is by Exotic Trends. We take a break. When we come back, we meet two young, amazing ladies. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Standpoint. This is what I call my friend Machaboka. I tell you. Daughter's advantage, that these girls are taking it by the school like that. That's the benefit of being, a daughter and having a mother who appreciates you and really admires you and is proud of what you're doing. Trust me, what these ladies are doing, I can only dream. I can only dream. Young Industrialists. Well, let me say thank you to our supporters. That's Royal Drinks by Casapreco, and then Awake Mineral Water, also by Casapreco Company Limited. Juice Time, Go-Got Yogurt. Thank you to Kodam's Gift and Stationery. Yep, cleaning services. What is it that you need cleaned? They are there. They can fumigate as well for you. Thank you to Dream Over, who power our website, www.thestandpoint.com.gh. And Auntie Vera, House of Food. Thank you so much for always being there. Mrs. Oforipoku, my sister Bakope, that woman, no wonder she's my daughter's godmother. God bless her plenty, always supporting us. And the various individuals who have supported us over the years, we are so grateful. And interestingly, my two young ladies here have supported the Standpoint in many ways, and me personally. And it's taking forever, too long for me to celebrate them. But I get today is the right time. So seated at my extreme left is a young lady I call Akushika. She's Akushika Diaba. She is the founder of Yesley Ice, chief executive of Yesley Ice. I'll tell you where it started. I remember that chancing pie in her kitchen on the stove that she sent me the picture. I remember I should have kept that picture. But then today, look at her. Amazing. Won so many awards, recognized on many platforms for what she's doing. Amazing. Welcome to the Standpoint. Thank you. You are not a stranger. This is the first time you are in front of the camera, but you've always been part of the Standpoint. Yes. And next to her is my other trouble. She's been a studio audience for many years. And I also remember, when she told me she wanted to do this. And I just looked at her, but I didn't want to say anything. But I encouraged her, and I thank God for what she's doing now. My daughter loves her cereals. Amazing. Yeah, yet she doesn't give me. She gives the little one. She doesn't give me, but it's like that. She is Irasang Hadija Ahmed Ishak. She is the CEO and founder of Maida Foods Limited. Welcome to the Standpoint.
Thank you.
So Maida Foods, why Maida?
Yes, I had a child and I was trying to help her how to talk. And the first thing I remember telling her to say after me was my dear. And then this girl kept saying Maida. By then I was in search of a brand name. I was like, okay, I could use this. Then that was how I picked Maida Foods.
Foods. Okay. How old is your child? Is it a boy or a girl?
A girl.
How old is she now?
Now she's 7.
Now she's 7 years.
Yes.
Does she know where the name came from?
Yes.
She does.
She does.
Yesli. Why Yesli?
Yeah, God has been so good to me and my family. Actually, Yesli is going out of my kids' name. I have 4 kids.
Okay.
Y from Aram.
Okay.
God has blessed me.
Okay.
E for Enyunam.
In your name.
It is well with me.
Yes.
S from Esenam.
Esenam.
God has heard my prayer.
Amen.
And then the Li is from Eliklim, which is God is with us.
God with us.
Yes.
How did you choose your children's names? Is it your husband who chose them?
No, we dialogue.
Okay. I like that.
Yes. And then we conclude.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you woke up one day and decided you're going to do ice cream.
Yes. No, not really. It was like, when I got married, I have to relocate from Tema to Takrady to join my husband. And initially, I was looking for a job. But I was not really getting what I want. That time I moved, I think, a week after giving birth to my firstborn, Aram. Okay. So relocating to Takrady, I just don't know anybody. I don't know where to even start from. And at times I wake up, look at him and say, hey, this nice baby, I'll leave him behind or send him to school and then go and be working for someone. No, I think I have to think of something to do. I started with so many things. You quite remember with the Addies,
yes,
the pepper and the diapers and all that. Then one day, I've realized that I like ice cream. Okay. But at the end of the day, what I take, I always react. After taking too much sugary things, I feel like throwing up. Okay. And then there was a school, there's still a school behind my house. The kids always get to my neighbor's place to buy this sweet ice cream. Okay. And at a point I was like, no, I think I should come up with something that is less sugar. Okay. Because kids taking this so much sweets tend to be very hyperreactive. So let me try my hands on something that was, so I started reading about it. Yeah. I discussed with my husband and he was like, you know how to do the thing. And knowing you, I know you can market it so well. So if that's what you want to do, go for it. I'll support you. Okay. So even surprisingly, the name came one dawn. I was traveling with him to Accra. And then behind some car, I saw some funny names. I was trying to get a name that I'll use. So I saw some funny names behind the car. And I was like, okay, why don't you put the kid's name together? So I got getting to people so told, that was when it clicked. Okay. That's use this name, rearrange the alphabets. And I did that and I was like, well, I'm good to go. So then they told me, I've got a name for my company. He said, this done, you are not thinking about anything. So I mentioned, I said, okay, go and search at Registrar General. If nobody has taken it, then you can go ahead. So that was about, I was afraid after even registration, how to start was kind of a setback for me. Yeah. So I met a friend in town who was my secondary school mate. She said she's doing ice cream. I was like, hey, to doing ice cream, okay. What I'll do is I'll take yours. You say it's low on sugar. Okay, I'll take it and try the market at my place and see how it goes. And the kids started coming. They were buying. Then when she realized they were buying, that was when you asked her, give me supply, she's not ready to bring. Then the kids will come and be knocking at the door. So one day my husband was sleeping, the knock was too much, and the thing they were looking for was not there. He got angry. He was like, you want to start a thing, go ahead and start. Do it yourself. If the person is not willing to supply you, what are you waiting for? So I said, okay, I will start. So when do you want to start? I said, next week. He said, okay. How much do you have? I mentioned it. He said, I will support you with whatever I have. We are going to Accra. It was a Thursday. We got to Accra, bought the machines, and then went back. Because I was having the certificate already, then we started, from my utility. You know.
I know.
With now my small ice chest.
Ice chest, yes.
Yes, and
that ice chest has traveled the length and breadth of this country.
Yes. So I started. I did a poster, put just behind our door because there is a road behind the house to the school. So when the kids were passing, they started coming back, buying. And that time, Facebook too was in work. Right. So I have to put a picture or two on Facebook that I have ice cream. Then where I really had a breakthrough was during the Christmas season. They always have carol service.
Okay.
But during the service, the children were not sitting down. Okay. Every 5 minutes, you see 5 people moving, coming. So parents were curious to know what their kids were taking. And some of them tried tasting and they realized that, this is truly low on sugar. And it's good. Okay, go and buy some more. In fact, that day, I think I made a sale about 300 Ghana cedis that night. And I was so happy. Right. After a week, a parent called that my sister is having her wedding. I would like you to serve your ice cream as a dessert. I said, why not? We will do it. So from there, from the wedding, the others keep coming, and those in Accra, they will call, they want some, and then we send it down.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now you are here.
Now
how many awards have you won with Yesley Ice?
3.
3.
Yes.
And I saw you with one with the president. You met the president.
Yeah, that's the Ghana Club 100 Company of the Future.
Okay. And you were awarded?
Yes. Well, I was shortlisted after winning the SME processing, beverage and food processing company of the year 2017. So 3 top award winners were shortlisted for the Club 100 Company of the Future. So the whole Ghana voted, and we were fortunate
to be a part of it.
Yes.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow. So how many years have you been doing this?
6 years.
6 years now.
Yes. We will be celebrating 6 years in October.
In October.
Yes.
And, it's gone through different, because the Yesley Ice, I saw the first one, this was in the packaging. Mm-hmm. This was in the packaging.
Not at all.
Wow. Well, let me take a break. When we come back, we get to find out about Maida Foods. And of course, we'll get to, as they've told you, it looks like it's a smooth journey, right? But so many things go on behind the scenes. We'll get into that to help you out there to know what to do, where to step, the various processes that you have to go through. Well, again, I say thank you to GTP for my cloth as a new style. And the name is Usum Bodia na Usum Kwedu. It's an old-time proverb. Always have a plan B. Always have a plan B. Yeah, always have a plan B, because you never know what will happen. Well, my dress was made for me by Ophelia Crossland Designs. Thank you so much to them. Thank you to Nax Beauty Studio for my makeup. And of course, I fix my hair at Exotic Trends, especially the Marina Mall branch, right? We take a break. When we come back, Hadija, Maida Foods. We'll be back. Welcome back to The Standpoint. Well, follow us on Facebook. Like our page. Please like our page, okay? If you've been watching The Standpoint and you've never liked our page or visited, I mean, how can you do that, you know? Well, The Standpoint Facebook page. And every Sunday at 8 p.m., we stream the programs live there as well. And we also stream on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is also The Standpoint. Please subscribe to The Standpoint YouTube channel, and you can always go back and catch up on it. Sometimes you send me a message and you try to, you know, draw my attention to some story that is somebody, a woman. I beg you, if you subscribe and then you like our page, every time there's notification, you know, you can go back there and go and update yourself, okay? On Instagram, we are _stand_point. Okay, that's the Standpoint page on Instagram. So please do support us. Now, Maida Foods. How did it start?
Yeah, for me,
Because I knew you from UPSA. What did you study?
I did accounting.
Accounting.
Yes.
Accountant, why don't you industrialist? Okay. Also, yeah, accounting. You also did accounting. Okay. All
Yes.
right.
For me, Maida Foods actually came out from a depression, a pain. Yes. When I got married, my first pregnancy was a still child. 9 months, he was dead inside. So I delivered a dead baby. And then, less than 3 months, I was blessed with my miracle child again. I was pregnant. Down the line, I delivered this child, and less than 3 months, she refused to breastfeed. This was because of a condition I developed. I'm from Upper West, and over there, it's described as bitter breast milk.
Okay.
And when you feed this child continuously, it's like the breast milk that you are feeding is unhealthy. It's burning the child's throat. So I asked my mom, and she was like, I have to stop breastfeeding the child so that they can get a medication for me. I've been going to hospitals, and they didn't seem to understand what I was going through. But the child was now growing lean, was malnourished and all that. So I was like, if nobody can help me at this point, what can I do myself to help my child? Because this was a mother that was already grieving.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, then I'll have to do something myself to feed my child. Then I started doing my own research, and then I realized I could take rice and carrots and then feed my child. I kept doing it, and after a year, this girl was looking so beautiful. So I told my husband that, oh, what I'm feeding the child is very good. Because the health facility were doing our weighing and all, they all said, oh, madam, what are you doing differently? Because what I was going through, they knew the pain and everything I was telling them. And the weight was actually reducing. So they were like, what am I doing differently? So I told them this is what I was feeding, because they wanted to recommend to other people that had weaned their children. They took it up, and the feedback was actually good. So I told my husband, okay, if this could help my child, then that means there are other mothers going through the same or similar situations. I could use it to also help them. Right. So he said, okay, what do I think I could do? Because as at then, it was just the fresh one I was working on. So he advised me if I could change it into a powder form that can stay on shelf for long, then people can actually buy it. Right. So I remember that month's salary, I used to go and buy an oven. Okay. I got home and was like, I don't even have a salary to depend on, because I had used it to buy it. Even the few ones I tried, the carrots actually, it burnt and all that. But I kept trying the sampling just to get it right. The first sample I took to FDA, they were like, madam, where from you? We've not seen this like powdered in a cereal. So what are you bringing? I said, I did it, and then I wanted to go through the process to register and see how many mothers could pick it up. They said, oh, it was nice. I gave a sample to a few of them, and the feedback from them was very good. So they said, okay, they could help me to get it through the process, and then they'll register it for me. And then that was how Maida Foods was born. I remember at the lunch I came here to invite, and my mom was so helpful, and the encouragement and everything you gave also helped me. And back then, I realized I was so passionate with this because you actually encouraged me when you came to UPS to talk to us. Right. And on that day, you were like, we should find our passion and then work on it. And with honesty, we'll be able to come out strong. So I kept telling myself that, okay, if Auntie Gifty is encouraging us to find our passion, because back in school, I never knew what I was even doing. I remember I even told my accounting lecturer that each time he teaches us and step out, I don't even understand what he's doing. So indirectly, he was like, no, when you grow up, you understand. But the day you came to campus and you spoke, I was like, no, then that means there's something in me that I really need to work on or identify. So I started telling Allah that grant me something that I can use my hands and my sweat to work on, and then identify that passion that Auntie Gifty and Auntie Jifa spoke about, so that will guide me to be more fruitful. Because if I'm not even understanding what the accounting that I'm studying in university is giving me, indirectly, that is not where I'm supposed to be. Yeah. But I completed the program and then got married, had my child, the second one came, and then this came. So I told myself that this was what God wanted me to do. So I started working on it gradually, and then I think I even worked for like 8 years while still doing this. Because at the time I was getting married, I was already working with Ministry of Health. Right. Then each time I do it, I try to upgrade, and then I realized I was so much interested in this more than even my profession and everything. And the encouragement was very massive. People would sit and like, are you sure you actually produce this? Because this is like an imported product. Yeah. People come and say, oh, madam, my child wasn't eating, but after trying your cereal, they are like, it's nice, and they are enjoying it. So I told my husband that looking at how it's going, I actually won't want to package it the ordinary packaging. I want something I can use that even Ghana, we can export it.
Wow.
Yes. The calls were becoming more frequent, and people actually wanted us to stock their shops and then also some health facilities, because they were recommending for their stroke and diabetic patients because of the base we are using. Yes, the moringa, the brown rice we are using, they are very healthy. I told my my boss at work that it looks like I would need to take some few time off to concentrate on this. So I went to UPS and took a form that I wanted to upgrade on entrepreneurship, because what I was doing was just basically my passion that I was following, but I needed to have a learning, a skill to just make it more better and more professional. So I picked the form and then told them that I had an admission to do entrepreneurship and innovation. They were like, no, Hadija, defer the program for next year. I was so clueless. I told my mother I wanted to leave. She was like, no, Hadija, you can't leave. Because your work is actually helping you on your business and also helping you with your home. And then
knowing regular income coming in. So important.
She wasn't willing to let me go. But after sitting her down and explaining that I can't be a superwoman because I know what my strength is and what my passion is and what I'm actually looking for. So I needed to just take a break from that. And so she was like, okay, fine. If that's what you want, you go and do it. But give yourself probably a year or two to see how things will go. I told her that if I can survive the first 3 months, I should be able to survive. And as I'm talking, I'm almost a year. And it's so amazing. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And, I mean, these are all done by you and packaged by you?
Yes, please. This first 3 is what we started with.
Okay.
And last year, 2019, I decided to add 5 new flavors. So now we have 8 products.
You have 8 products?
Yes.
8 different flavors?
8 different flavors.
For children and then for adults?
Yes.
And you produce yourself?
Produce, packaged myself.
Produce, package yourself?
Yes.
You have workers?
We are 5, but because of the corona, we are now 3.
Madam. Madam CEO. Amazing. Yeah. So what does your mother say now?
She's so proud.
So you stock shops now?
Yes, please.
What shops do you stock?
We are at Blessed Home at Boche, then H&M at Adenta, then Mammoth Supermarket opposite Medina Polyclinic. We've also been given an approval from Palace for them to start taking.
Palace?
Yes.
I wish I can give you a high five. You let me give you a high five and sanitize my hand. And then I'll sanitize it. I'll sanitize it. Let me sanitize your hand too.
Thank you.
I mean, it's just amazing. Apple,
thank you.
What do you stock?
In Accra, we are at Eden Tree Fruit and Vegetable Shop.
Okay.
They stock, in actual, we have the beverages, which is the natural drinks.
Okay.
We use baobab, tamarind, we use ginger and prekese to make a drink as well. If you go to Eden Tree in Accra, and in Accra we do direct delivery. Okay. We are working on some few other shops. Hopefully by next month they will come up. I think those are at Adenta, more former Yomart.
Okay.
We are coming. The ShopRite contacted me, so we are still in talks. And but in Takrady, you can get at some of the shell shops. and then all needs supermarkets.
Okay.
In
Okay.
Takoradi, and Agwil supermarket also at
Okay.
Chaban.
Okay.
Yes.
And what is the all he say? Isn't he going to stock some of my books?
Definitely they will. I
And
spoke with the manager.
Manager,
Yes.
yeah.
So I was there on Wednesday, but he was not around
Okay.
when I went there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And Akushika is the main vendor. She's been selling all my books in Takrade. She's just, and I must say this. I know she was saying, I must say that Akushika does not take commission from selling my books. I've done everything. I mean, other vendors we give them. She said, "Mommy, no, I'm doing this for you. I won't take." She doesn't. And thank you very much, and God bless you. But I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
The journey so far is amazing, and I'm sure everybody sitting out there looking at this product being made by you young ladies. Let me, you know your mama. I'm 50 years, 6 months.
Yes.
Okay, how old are you?
40. I'll be 41 in November.
In November,
Yeah.
and you are
30.
30. And look at the products you've produced. I mean, it's just amazing. Let me take a break. When we come back, we'll look at the journey so far, some of the challenges they went through, and how persistent they have been, how consistent, and how forceful and determined they have been to get here. Because, and you better, sir. As my girl now Kokoi would say, "Mommy, and you're better, sir." It's not like that. Hey, it's Genesis chapter 1. But again, I say thank you to all our supporters. Go got you got juice time. Awake purified mineral water. I mean, royal drinks, also low in sugar. I mean, and House of Food, Yep Cleaning Services, Kodam's Gift and Stationery, everything gift, everything stationery, you go there. And they do parceling as well. We're so grateful to all of them. I take a break. When we come back, sit down, take pen and paper, the process, how you have to do the right thing. You heard Hadija when she said that, when I talked, I said, when you add honesty, passion plus honesty. And in my book, 50 Nuggets at 50, I write about passion with wisdom. We'll be back. Oh, okay, we are on air. Right, okay. I'm having, this is yogurt with ginger. Can you believe it? Yogurt with ginger. I dare you, I don't think you've tasted it before. That's really nice. Oh, I thought the break would take longer. Anyway, welcome back to the standpoint. But, I mean, ginger yogurt. And it's what? Yeah, ginger yogurt. Man, it's amazing. Now, how has the coronavirus pandemic affected you in any way?
Mostly I used to do direct sales.
Okay.
Even some of the shops, we still take it to them. A taxi can pick up and then they will just pick it up. So
okay.
It's still good.
Good, okay.
Yeah.
And Aku, has it affected you in any way?
I collapsed.
You collapsed?
See, it has affected us greatly. We are into ice products. And with the beverages, we do more of events,
Yes.
programs. Surprisingly, the very week that there was ban on social gathering and events,
Right.
that week,
You had so many programs.
Jesus Christ,
I know, right?
I had program packed right from Monday to Saturday. Even your school's speech and prize giving day.
Oh.
Yes, your president contacted me. And
Yes.
so I was going to mount a stand for the local bar,
Yes.
and then a stand for the ice cream. My huge freezer was full to the brim with ice cream, and then the drinks. At the end of the day, for the ice cream, over 5,000 plus, I have to give it out to the orphanage. So we have no option than to give those products out for kind of a donation.
Right.
Without anything. And then for the drinks, at least, some of them have a lot of, like the ginger and the precasa, it boosts the immune system.
Okay.
The baobab does the same.
Okay.
It's very high in vitamin C and all you could think of. So for the first 2 weeks, it wasn't easy for me at all. I have to lay the workers off. There
How
are
many
5.
workers did you? Yeah, you
I
also
work
had
with 5. Yes,
Okay.
but currently, after a month into Corona, I have to call back one to come and be assisting me. So it's only one who is at work helping me.
Wow.
And we thought it wise that, okay, we would have to do direct delivery, direct sales to people. I put it out on Facebook, Instagram, that we have this product. If you want, we can deliver at a fee. I have to find a way for the product to cross Accra barrier to enter Accra, because there was lockdown. Nobody was coming in or going out of Accra. But fortunately, I had a presentation. In fact, I'm always noisy on all platforms, especially on WhatsApp. If you add me to a WhatsApp group,
You're in trouble.
expect that I'm coming to market to you.
Thank you.
So through that, a guy who is an old vandal actually invited me to the Global Old Vandal platform to do a presentation. Kofi Nyamadi, thank you. He actually gave me the opportunity. So after my presentation, a gentleman called me that, you are finding it difficult to send your product across? I said, yes. He said, okay. They have the EMS van that leaves every evening. So if you have a way of keeping your items intact till it gets, I said, yes, I have. I have an ice chest that I use to send package to Navrongo, Bolga, and the rest. So I got one in Accra. Through Facebook, I was able to get a very reliable one. And so they started with me. So through that, we've been able to clear the drinks. But for the ice cream, it was a huge loss. A huge loss. Yeah.
But so you want to give up on the ice cream?
Not at all. In fact, you know, you kept telling me every now and then when I'm on phone or on WhatsApp with you, you told me I've come too far to give up. There is no giving up in our dictionary. So giving up is not an option.
You went through the process. You registered. You went through the FDA to make sure that everything is properly done.
Yesterday, they took my money.
Yesterday,
At Standard Board and then Food Research.
they
It's too much, especially if you are a startup and you want to do the right thing. To me, I think the challenge the SMEs are having in Ghana is the regulations. I think they have to do something about it for us. Because you want to register one product, just one, and you have to run an analysis. Running that analysis, the amount involved, especially if you should go to Standard Board, is just too ridiculous. I'm doing a renewal, and I'm paying almost 1,000 to 1,500 just for one. And imagine the number of products you have. So if you don't have that finances,
for every flavor you have to register.
you have to.
Not
Yeah,
just the
you have
name.
to. Yes, you have
So
to.
how
run
many flavors
analysis.
do you have?
With the ice cream, there are 3. The yogurt is 2. The yogurt, we
yogurt,
have the
2
zero
ice
sugar.
cream. Yeah.
The 0 sugar, no sugar at all, and then low sugar. That is it. But the ice cream, we have vanilla and banana, vanilla strawberry, vanilla chocolate. I have so many flavors that I could come out with.
But then the pain.
But the amount involved, the frustration. So the challenges are there.
Hadija, is this the same thing you go through?
Yeah, with registration with FDA, Standard Board, and then Food Research, it's basically the same process we all go through. And the funds to do these things are actually not there as a startup.
Yeah. And you also have 8 products, so you have to pay for each one.
Each one.
Wow.
Yeah, because some of them you can do them at Standard Board, some you can do them at Food Research. But for me, what I do is I do them based on like in badges. Depending on which one I want to push more onto a shelf, then I get it registered. Why? Because I believe in organic growth. Okay. So that I can take it one step at a time. So for me as an entrepreneur, mostly I say mine didn't come as a challenge when it comes to finances. Because I try to do them based on when I have it and when I need to push one particular one. Then I plan and then do that and then move on to the next. Mine actually has been when I was evicted from my production premises. Yes. I was supposed to have my delivery almost the same week my rent was due. So I told my landlord that he should give me 3 months. After that, I can mobilize, sell, and then pay back. But the man will not understand. So he asked me that I'll have to come to the place, remove everything, and then when I'm ready after the 3 months, I can come back. Yeah, that was how painful it was. By then, it was 9 months already, and just any moment I could go on labor.
Yeah.
But I went in there, watched them break down.
9 months pregnant.
Yes, and I was roaming about.
Wow.
So I sat there, watched them break down my whole production house, and that was the point I said I wasn't going to do this again. I went home. The next 2-3 days, I went to have my baby. Then back home, I think after a week or two, it came back to me that, no, Hadija, you can't give up, because I had received a message from someone that the grandmother take this particular one.
That's the moringa one.
The moringa, brown rice, soya, and then carrots. And if the grandmother doesn't get my products, especially in the morning, she won't eat anything. So I was like, okay, so can I disappoint this woman? Indirectly, if I stop my foods, that means I'm stopping someone from feeding. So I told my husband that even though this was it, but with just this one person, I needed to get back to work and even produce for her.
Yeah.
So he said, okay, now everything is back home, like you don't have a place to produce, so what do you do? So I told him if he could permit me to use our dining room, I could pack my oven and working equipments there. Then I'll use the hall space as the production space. So each time I'm coming to produce, I bring them out there, set up the factory, produce, and then pack back. He accepted. And then that was how Maida Foods was back on our feet.
Right.
So I always say, working out from my job and then that eviction were my greatest challenges as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But in all, I've been able to go through these 2 challenges and I've been successful with them.
And you're happy and
I'm
proud
so
of yourself.
glad. I'm so glad and fulfilled.
Happy. You're happy.
I'm so happy with
and
what
proud
I
of
do.
you,
Yes.
yourself.
Sure.
So what, both of you, you also went to UPSA?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was at the IPS. It was then
Then
IPS.
IPS, okay. And yours too was IPS. It was IPS.
IPS,
okay. It was
and then
IPS,
back
yeah.
to
And then
UPS.
UPS. So you went to do your entrepreneur.
I did IPS diploma.
Okay.
Then when it became UPS, I went to do degree top up for 1 year.
Okay.
Then now I'm back to do masters
Masters.
last year, and I'll be
And
finishing this year.
You're still in school.
Yes.
Wow. I'm so proud of you, ladies. Wow. In conclusion, Aku, what have you got to say to some young person or even adults out there for you? Because you know, in these times, people have lost their jobs. People are still home for 10 years. They haven't got a job. What is your advice to them? But unfortunately, some of them also don't. I agree, they don't have any support, and they will ask you, I don't have support, I don't want anybody, I don't have anyone to help me. And I'm sure you get people coming to you to say you should help them, to do it. What's your advice to such people out there?
Yes, I always say that once you have the idea, you don't expect to start big. You can start small. As I've stated, I started from my utility, and where I'm going now, you get the invite.
I'm afraid.
Yes. So
very soon when I come to look for you, they'll say, Madam, please sit. We are going to check with CEO. I know how beat them.
Yeah, so I believe in starting small. No matter what, you can start so small and then expand. Don't think about what you will do with the profits. Think about reinvesting. Don't think about, I always say, because they said you cut your hair. Don't think about the Brazilian hair, the shoes, the fancy dresses, and all that. No, sacrifice all that. Sacrifice all that for what you want to do. And when the money starts coming, it will come. Give yourself some grace period. It will come. So I believe in starting small. And when you are starting, be truthful to yourself, be truthful to the people you are serving. Be passionate about it. Do it and do it well. Right. Very, very important.
Do it and do it well.
Yes.
Hadija,
Yes, Mommy.
your final words.
For me, I'll say anyone watching us, whether young or old, and you want to start a business, first ask yourself what you are passionate about, just as our mother has been saying. Because you can't go into something you are not passionate about. I was an accountant, and I wasn't so passionate with it. Even though I was going to work, but I wasn't enjoying it. So ask yourself, are you enjoying the work you are doing? Are you willing to sacrifice the luxury now to develop something for yourself that you can be proud of? That is one of them. And the other thing is, be honest. Because when I'm producing, I could decide that, okay, let me not use very quality raw materials to produce. But because this is what my children also eat. This is what my husband eats, especially the one I gave you. Yes.
No wonder, how many kids within what time?
4 pregnancies, 3 children. Yes.
And this one is 30 years. Chai!
You taught me well, mommy.
I taught you well, you might say why.
So please be honest to yourself, be passionate about whatever you are doing. Because when you are producing something, it's the quality of it that will make you sell as an entrepreneur.
Right.
And my products have been consistent throughout with whatever I'm doing. And other thing is build networks. That was one thing Magdan also gave to us. Your network, it's very important. It's your network, because if you don't have networks, we'll probably not be here. If I hadn't met Mommy 10 years ago, I won't probably be on standpoint. She'll see the product and it will fly around and she'll never recognize it. But I built a network and I kept the relationship and I appreciated whatever she did for me. So let's be appreciative as entrepreneurs. It will help us to go far.
On that note, once again, I say thank you for coming to share your stories. And yes, I am so proud of you. I mean, so, so proud of you. I'm amazed. I'm amazed. And I said it somewhere that the pride of a mother is seeing her children doing things that she hasn't been able to achieve or she can't do. But then she has, built maybe a platform. They say what? We stand on the shoulders of giants. When we stand on the shoulders of giants, we see further than they see. So well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I look forward to greater things to come.
Amen.
Next year, dear, we know things will get better.
You commission
Inshallah.
a bigger factory.
Chai! Let me start looking for my kente.
Oh, yes.
Put down. I'm
Amen.
going to Takrady, the factory. Are we building Takrady or in Accra? Oyibi. We are building Oyibi.
In Adenta.
Adenta. Oh, it's close. It's close.
Amen.
Well, thank you so much, right? We'll take a break. When we come back, I'll give you a bit of me. Starting something on your own is not easy. It's tough. Being on your own is not easy. It's tough. It's tough. But you know what? If you decide to be persistent, if you decide to be passionate, if you decide to be forceful, if you decide to be honest, honesty these days, I'm sorry I have to laugh, but honesty, it's difficult to stay honest in the kind of world that we live in now. Because as hard as you try to be honest, you have people cheating you, people disrespecting you, people, doing all sorts of things to you. But if you can stay honest, you stand out. If you can stay honest and true to yourself, yes, you may make mistakes. Yes, you may fail. But don't let the mistakes be deliberate. Because you will hate yourself if you get caught up because of a deliberate mistake you made. Even if you do, it doesn't become a mistake. It's not a mistake. It's a deliberate thing you did. So it's out of wickedness. Stay true to who you are. Stay true to your passion. Stay true to your cause. You may become unpopular, but it will pay off in the long run. In my book, 50 Nuggets at 50, I write about, one always comes back. Yes. There's one person who will believe in you. There's always one person who is trusting you. There's always one person who is rooting for you. There's always one person who is grateful for something you have done. Maybe not to them directly, but there's always that one person. And let me tell you this, you may not know that one person, but aside that one person, let me tell you that I believe in you. Let me be that other one person. I am trusting you. I'm rooting for you. I'm believing in you. I'm trusting you to do the right thing. And girl, don't forget. Don't forget. Don't forget that it pays in the long run. It pays in the long run to be honest. It pays in the long run to work hard. It pays in the long run to stay focused. It pays in the long run to be committed. It pays in the long run to be loyal. Yes, in the long run. But we all differ. Some people, their long run may be just a day. Some may be years. When I started the Standpoint, not many people cut me a slack. But there was always one person who believed. There's always one person at a time. Many times when I felt like giving up, there's always one person who comes to say something that makes me realize that no, I can't give up. If nothing at all, because of that one person. Today we are 12 years. Today we have our own studio. Yes, it's not we are renting the building, but then we have our own studio. We have our own cameras. We have our... Listen, it will pay in the long run, so don't give up. God has got us. I'm a woman with super crazy faith in God, but he has given us wisdom. Another nugget in my book, 50 Nuggets at 50, is passion with wisdom. God has given us wisdom. Let's apply it. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. Bye for now. And hey, don't forget to sponsor a bit of me video, which goes very viral. Okay, so call 0543-618182. 0543-618182. Thanks for being there, for being that one person out there who believes and supports a bit of me. Bye for now.